Hi.
How are you hearing?
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm hearing. Hold on. Hi, guys. Hi. Hello. Hold on.
All right, Candice, ready as always. Ready, ready, ready. So I have Jamali Reed. Everybody is ready. And Tamia, watch pretty face.
Me was that boy you.
Watch ear
Me was
ketchup.
that boy you. Afro. Loving the afro.
Watch ear ketchup. Right, right. So how are you, Tamia?
I'm
How was the
good.
week
I'm
for
good. The week
you?
was a little bit. Well, this week is rough for me. Like very rough because exam time and so
Yeah,
forth. But one day at a time. One day at a
right.
time. How are you doing? How was the Ash Wednesday?
Um, it was good. It was good. I didn't do anything much than eat and do work, but it's great. It's
Same.
great.
Was just I was at home studying and this guy came and he was like, "Oh yeah, I study for holiday," and I'm
hmm
like, "Poor you not understand."
That's what I told one of my friends, because she's saying like they always say, "Oh, you're always in your book and blah blah blah." Like when they're actually in the position, they will
Yes.
understand. Because they're not, they won't understand. I'm like, you're always in a year book. Go on, you're too bright.
Right. Right. Exactly, Alice.
Okay,
What
and then we got a
holiday
face
go?
card. I know, right? My cousin was like, so when I get like the week and I get Ash Wednesday, then the rest of the days and go back to school more. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl,
I feel like when I
this
was
is high.
in, you
Uh-huh.
have some first year students, they normally ask, "Oh, so we're getting the entire period." Like, no, you only get
I
the
used to
days.
think that too. I used to think that when I was just starting. I guess it's because of the whole what we're used to with high school and
Yes.
primary school.
Yes.
But
And
when you go
fun
to
fact, you have
university,
some
it's different.
lecturers actually keep classes on holiday. Like if you're behind and they feel like
hmm
they actually keep classes, so you not get to
Yeah,
any of
my
that.
teacher, he was like, "You guys need to tell me why I'm not supposed to take away your Ash Wednesday. If you can tell me what Ash Wednesday is signifies, then we won't have any class." So he did all of that. He was thinking about taking it away from us, but he said no, he's not having any class. So we had to go through what was Lent, what is celebrated on Ash Wednesday, and all of that. So what are you giving up for Lent, Tamia? While we're on the topic,
To be honest, I don't think I'm giving up. I feel like Lent is a very serious period. I don't know how committed I am to give up something for Lent. I feel like after maybe about 4 days, 5 days, I'd even have a
hmm
member say a Lent. But I want to use the period and like get a little bit closer to God because I've been not in that place. So
same.
yeah. Hmm.
I stopped going to church for some time, and I started going back since the new year, and I'm
Hmm.
trying to continue with that. The only issue for me is like sometimes I might have like an exam on a specific day, a test on a Sunday.
Yes.
Like last week, I was not able to go because of a test, and then I have something I have to do tomorrow for church, and then for school now I have a test tomorrow, so I have to kind of like balance that out.
Balance. Yeah. I think that's one
Yeah,
of the
but
reasons
I'm
why I
trying
haven't
more.
been in a while as well because it's always having tests on Sundays. But I'm trying. I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah, when I started back, I missed. I think I went 2 days, and then I missed the other Sunday. And my pastor was like, "You couldn't just make it be a three in a row." I mean, I had schools, like I couldn't. But at the same time, I must say sometimes with them not being in the shoe, they won't understand. Like you're really
Yeah.
trying, but there's still barriers and hurdles that you have to jump over. So I want to ask the members, like Candice, Alison, and I saw that we have Angelica. What are you guys giving up for Lent? Annalie, Jody K, everybody in the comment section.
I feel like Candice needs to give up bullying for Lent. What do you think?
I think so. I think so. But I don't think she has that commitment. Probably for like a 2 to 3 days, and then she start back the little bullying.
At least it's a share give up Ray and nephew.
Ray and M nephew.
Fair enough, Alice. Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
Jody K said to give her a smile so she can screenshot we. All right. So when you're finishing a Jody.
Thumbnail.
But I don't know what I'm going to give up. I didn't sit and I think like, oh, I remember one year I gave up.
Mm.
I'm a big soda drinker. I'm not supposed to be drinking a lot of soda, but I do.
Mm.
I do it and I stopped for like a month and a half or 2 months. And then out of nowhere, it's like one day I was like, I'm like, oh, I'm feel for something sweet. And that one step to get something sweet just continued. And like I've always said, okay, I'm going to go back to stop doing that. And I can't reach all now, but I don't know yet. Let's see.
Because
I think,
I
as you
guess
said, it's
as
just a
now,
commitment.
yeah. But I feel like length, it doesn't have to be about giving up something. It can also be about dedicating your time to something.
To
So
something.
I feel like we grow up with the notion of, oh, I'm supposed to give up meat, I'm supposed to give up sugar, I'm supposed to give up this. But what about
Yeah.
dedicating your life? We understand to something different. You know, what about focusing on your talent a little bit more in the length period? What about trying to find your potential and stuff like that?
But I think even in that space, you're still giving up something. You're still giving up the fear of trying. I think you're still
Well, you
giving
have a
up.
point. You have a point.
Yeah, you're
You
still
have a
giving up
point.
something in that essence. You're giving up the fear
Yeah.
and the doubt and the demotivation that you had to not push on to get something. But I mean,
Mm.
as you said, we don't have to necessarily give up something, but try to be better at doing something. So
Yeah.
everybody, you know, you normally, oh, you know, you're good at singing, dancing, public speaking. Just run out and do that. You can just excel in that area.
Yup.
And sometimes you might not think that you can do it, but in truth and in fact, you can really do it. You might
Yeah.
not be like, I'm here talking to everybody right now. Probably if you put me like directly in front of them, we'll see how that part goes. If they're gonna swallow me.
I mean,
But
eventually you get used to it. You get used to it
yeah.
eventually. But you know. Mhm.
So Jody K said, may I give Una up? Jody K, could you elaborate on that for me, please? Why I give up Jody K? I'm not like that. So that's Shajana said she's giving up alcohol. Candice said Jody K can give her up,
I feel like I want to
right?
follow up with the guys that want to give up things for Lent and see if they're actually giving it up because I don't know, I just feel like after about 4 days or 5 days, you do without drinking the alcohol or doing
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you're gonna just go back to square one. So I want to follow up on those persons and be like, oh hey, how are you going? How is the
So
you know?
Alison and I think let me pronounce her name correctly, Shajana. So Alison and Shajana who are giving up alcohol. We're gonna follow up with her and see how that goes. Let me know when you guys are starting. Is it today? Have you already started? How far are you on that journey?
She said she also wants to stop procrastinating. I would join you on that journey for you.
I'm
Literally.
not talking. I'm not talk
I
because
think
that's
that it's
something that I've been saying I was going to do, and boy, like today, I was doing something for my aunt, and I went on the phone to look for a number. Find myself on Instagram, a scroll. I'm like, why are you on Instagram? You are so
yeah.
easily distracted. It's crazy. All right, Tammy. So we get into it and have you do our call to order and welcome.
All right, so welcome. All right, so the meeting is 3:18, and I officially call the meeting to order. Let me just take the opportunity to welcome each and every one of you once again to FMA meetings on a Thursday. Thank you guys so much for keeping it FMA, tuning in all the time, participating in the chats, and all those lovely stuff. We appreciate it and we love you. Thank you so much once more. Okay.
Thank you for that, Tamia. So we're going to get right into it and just break the ice for today. We already have some little chattings going on in the comment section, which I love. I love the interaction. So we're going to get a little bit more interaction, and we're going to start that off with our icebreaker from Alison for today. So we're going to have Prezi on screen for icebreaker. All right. So just a point. Shajana said she started yesterday. All right, she started yesterday. Tamia, so we keep that. We're going to keep that.
Mhm. So day two.
Started
Day two.
yesterday. And then when Alison gets on screen, we are going to see when she started. Hi, Alison. All right, so we're going to have the prayer along with our icebreaker for today. You know, we can't leave out God. So we're going to have Alison do our prayer as well as our icebreaker for today's meeting. Over to you, Alison. Alison, we're
We're
not
not hearing.
hearing
We're not
you.
hearing Alison. No.
No, your mic is open, but we're not hearing any audio. All right, just give us a few minutes. Technology always on fire wheel, you know. I don't know why
That's
technology is
that's one of the cons
technology.
of having technology. Like it's a good thing, but
Yeah,
actually have some bad parts to it. So I
right.
don't.
I mean, that's with everything though. There's always a pro and a con.
But true. That's true. That's true.
We just
But
have to know how to get around with it,
and hoping that the pros outweigh the cons, because
right?
the cons outweigh the pro, then it would not be beneficial, or it wouldn't make sense.
All right, so she's going to be on a few, and here she is. Perfect. We're hearing you now.
Okay, are you guys hearing me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we're
we're
hearing
hearing
you.
you now.
Awesome. All right. So let's pray. Most heavenly and righteous Father, as I come to you today, I want to thank you for allowing us to host another meeting. I'm asking you that everything that we have planned to make go according to your will and even better. Oh Lord, I want to thank all the members for coming here each week. Thank you for all the executives. Oh Lord, whatever I fail to ask, do not fail to grant. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen, amen. So, Percy, when did you start your session of giving up Ray and his nephew?
You're breaking up on my end. Hold on. All right. Are you guys hearing me now?
Yes, we're hearing you. Hearing us?
Here.
What was that, Nayoka? Could you repeat that?
You're hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Perfect. So, I was asking, when did you start your Lent period, giving up Ray and his nephew? Have you started, or when are you looking to start? Because
Yesterday.
okay, so you as a John started yesterday. Tammy, me and Tammy are watching,
Exactly.
watching.
Exactly.
God, God see and him know.
I mean, I feel like giving up alcohol is easy if you're not really like going around alcohol, so maybe like going to parties and stuff like that. But
I
at
mean,
least me,
she's doing marketing seminar,
exactly,
and
and she have
she's
something
going to the
tomorrow,
parties,
so let us
right?
see how that
So
works.
let's. Oh my! Tomorrow, Alison, what are you going to do? Alison, going to stand up in a corner tomorrow because she can't break that,
Drink on, she can
cannot.
just drink on cran water.
Yeah, drink little water and tell him to
I
run him
don't know if
nephew.
it's my
Water would look like the
internet.
rum. Yeah, I think it's on your end.
We're gonna make somebody watch Alice tomorrow, you know, to ensure that she keep on track.
Ladies, I
Shabby, so she'll
will.
look out for them too,
But
And
remember,
Shabby is going to be there.
I said Ray and nephew, which means that Campari is exempted. So,
Oh,
So
I
Alison,
mean that
wait, no,
makes sense.
Alison
That
only I
makes
give
sense.
up what Alison is only giving up one type of alcohol, not the entire alcohol base. All right, we get you. We get you.
right. Okay, so let's get into the icebreaker. All right. So for this game, hold on, let me put back here.
Let's play a game. Whoa, this is so interesting. I'm not hearing you now, Alison. I'm not sure if Nayoka is hearing, but I'm not hearing. Nayoka, are you hearing? Because I'm not hearing.
Are you hearing Tamia? So I'm not hearing you no, Tamia. Oh my lord. Are you hearing me now, Tamia? And we don't know what is happening.
Hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me now in the chat or because I don't know what's happening. No, no, I'm not hearing you. Alright, so they're hearing me. So that's a start.
I'm hearing you now, Tamia. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. So let's
Perfect.
just hope that when Alison rejoins, we'll be able to hear her.
Yes.
Alright. So because Alice is having some form of challenges, we're going to um get started with the game. Good. Okay, so how to play. So it says you will get the digital app based on the characteristics that will be told. Alright? So you're gonna guess the app based on what we're gonna tell you. Then you're gonna proceed to download the app and send the screenshot of the app you've downloaded, and when it has been installed and opened. All right, this should be sent in the members group. So the members group that you guys are a part of, hopefully you're all a part of that group. You're gonna download the app and you're gonna send the screenshots there. And then lastly, the first person receives some digital credits. So who doesn't love credit? Because I love credit. I don't know if you like. I love credit. All right. So let's go. Alright, so you can read clue one, Nayoka.
Okay, so clue one said, used to listen the most popular podcasts from around the world, an exclusive music playlist for every mood and occasion. Let me read that again. Clue one. We used to listen the most popular podcasts from around the world, an exclusive music playlist for every mood and occasion. So which digital app is this?
I feel like this is pretty easy because I think I know. I think I know what it is.
Me too. I think I do too. But let's see what our members send in the chat. Well, on our WhatsApp platform. So we're here. I'm here in the members group, waiting to see who is the first person. Remember, there's prizes to be won.
Jody K, you know you can't answer, so don't even think about it. I mean, you can answer after
Jody
the
say, "I can
person
answer
wins.
or now."
You know, wondering the same. Come, guys, you can't make the exec outdo me, you know. But not like that. Nobody can guess the app. Guys,
Hey,
really?
Joe Marie is trying on every platform. You know, Joe Marie said, "I can't allowed for answer."
No, guys, really? Come on.
Remember, not if I know, oh, digital, you know, this is your time to shine.
Your
What
opportunity.
year?
This is a perfect opportunity to repay them for free because it's a free credit.
Right? Exactly, Jody K. Y'all should know your apps. Jody K, y'all should know your apps. Hey, Jody K, we're well ready for and booming for answer, you know?
I'm hoping that they're downloading the apps.
Yeah,
So
because they have to send a screenshot in the group. So let's see.
Jody K said, what a shame. Exactly, Jody K. Nobody? Honest? Seriously? I guess you don't like credits. I don't know, but I love credit, and I think you guys love credit too. But
I would
they
take
don't
some
like
credit
credit.
right
They don't
now.
like so.
So the answer is already on screen. Probably didn't know which app it was. Probably that's the thing, you know.
But
Probably
now,
that's
like, you know, it's not up that I thought it was. It's not that happened.
I thought it was a next one too.
Yeah.
I think we're probably thinking the same app.
Wrong
But when
and
I was
strong. Wrong
right,
and strong. Joey
but I
K.
know that app wouldn't probably have the podcast, so that's where I went
Yeah,
wrong.
but the music part kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the answer for this one is Go Loud app. Probably never know. Just like me and you, Tamia. So let's go to the next one and see who is able to answer the second one.
So
All
clue
right.
two.
So
It says instant translations to 106 languages. I wish I have this. Allows users to find text messages, voice messages, and video calling.
well, that's a clue, guys.
I mean,
Jody, you know this
there's
one?
only one app I believe that do this
Yeah,
thing. Hoping I'm right this time, guys. This is much
me too.
easier.
Fingers crossed. But Jody K look like she know them, you know.
No, I'm not clueless for this one, Alison. At least I don't think I am. So it says instant translations to 106 languages. Tick. All allows users to send text messages, voice messages, and video calling. Guys, come on. I think we'll promote this one the most if I'm
True.
correct. if I'm correct, we'll promote this one the most. So this is easy, guys. Very, very easy. Easy credit for you. So let's go. Nobody? Really? All right. So the members group. Mhm. So where's the up little so the person who takes in the members group? Yes, Alison said we need some downloads. WhatsApp. I never knew WhatsApp was. Oh,
Somebody said what's
okay.
up?
The person was directing us to the chat on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I thought they meant that the app was WhatsApp, but I'm like, I'm waiting to do so on WhatsApp. What I get it. So it's time for you to do your download now, Miss Brianna McDonald. If you are the person who got the answer, do your download and then some credit. The credit is
I don't
yours.
think Brianna is a person that text send the message. This has a S here, so for some reason I'm wondering if it is Sajana.
Oh, that would make sense.
Oh, Sherwin.
Oh, download the app and
Download the app and
credit is
send us
yours.
a screenshot, Sherwin, so hurry up and get your prize. And you supposed to gladly fed it, or did you sell it?
Even if me never would just but I still want credit because having credit is good, you know. All right, so I think we may have a winner because
Yeah.
I think we may have a winner. Let's do the
All right,
final
so
stage.
the next one will be
Yay, the answer is big. Who never know that? Me didn't know that.
oh, no, can text my phone beep, you know. My off beep. I'm beeping.
Plus, we have FMA group over BIP. So if you're not beeping,
Exactly.
you're really sleeping,
If
guys.
you're at home and you don't have no company, it has to beep way our respond. You talk
Exactly.
about
And the good
quality
thing about BIP, you don't have
conversation.
to have Wi-Fi. You do not have to
Just
have
beep beep
Wi-Fi.
you. All right.
Yay!
I see a download coming.
So we have a winner. We officially have a winner.
So
So thank you to
congratulations to
you.
Sherwin for winning the second clue, and that is beep. So clue three. Clue three says this gives players access to hundreds of fan favorite games from an impressive roster of categories including action, racing, arcade, and puzzles.
I think I know. I think I know which app this is, but I'm not 100% confident. So I'm gonna
Me
just keep
neither.
quiet. I'm gonna keep quiet until the answer
So
show.
this gives players access to hundreds of fan favorite games from an impressive roster of categories including action, racing, arcade, and puzzles. Are we going to have Sherwin as our winner for this one, or we're going to have another winner?
Let's go, guys. Come on, put your guess there, and win some credit, free credit, easy credit.
So you know that Brenda actually thought the answer was WhatsApp. Now reading the comments, I think she probably did not realize it was a
Whoa, that's
digital
like
app.
I'm highly disappointed. Have you ever been told to download WhatsApp? What did you say? First of
No,
all,
I
who
think
does
she
have
didn't know.
WhatsApp?
I think she probably joined late and she didn't realize that we're speaking about the digital apps.
I mean, WhatsApp could potentially be it, but automatically I'd be like, but this is not on WhatsApp, so it couldn't be WhatsApp.
All right, it's a clue three. We have anybody downloading and their Wi-Fi going slow and want us to wait on you to send it in? Remember, you need to send the answer in the FMA members group on WhatsApp.
Alongside with your download, and you can win yourself some credit. But see, clearly someone don't like credits in them, but that's fine. You know, we all have our likes and dislikes. Too bad you don't like credits.
Let me read clue three again. If you guys want me to read this again, it says this gives players access to hundreds of fan favorite games from an impressive roster of categories, including action, racing, arcade, and puzzles.
That's true, Alicia. She have another chance. You can redeem yourself with this one, and hopefully you are correct this time. Is on digital what game nation? Alicia, is that the app? So
Tamia, shame on you, Tamia.
I was wrong. I was very much wrong. We need to go
Shame
the
on
app
you,
here. We
Tamia.
need to
Shame,
go the
Tamia
app
say.
here.
Tamia say, listen, that's the up name.
Yeah, we share for sure.
Look at that. The answer is Game Nation.
Mm-mm.
But wait, we need to
But not
see.
even
We
gonna
need to see
talk
the
which app you
downloads.
think it
We
was.
need to see the download, Sherwin. Sherwin, I said fire emoji. I'm gonna see the download it. Sherwin, if you make somebody else send you the download before you know them winning, say better hurry up.
But not even gonna talk which app you think this was because the way me feel and way.
What did you think it was? Tell me.
I'll tell you
I'm
off
not tell
here.
nobody. Tell me right so
I'll,
nobody not got
I
ear.
will tell you
Don't tell
off
me.
here because shame will kill me.
No, sir. Mm-mm. This, if you don't know what this, anyways, clue four. Clue four says view bill, transaction history and bill, pay and purchase plans, access your account balance. If you don't know this, you know already probably have this on your phone.
I know this.
What are you doing?
I think I
What
know
are
this
you
one.
doing? Tell me, you're not supposed to think you know this one. You're supposed to know this one.
No man, me not answer that because I
Mm-mm,
said
you're
it for the last
supposed
two
to.
and I never did know it.
Mm-mm.
So
If my over here say I this and it rang, you know, I go feel shame, you know, but still, but think me know what I don't think I know what it is. I know what this is.
yes, Tanisha one, my digital app. Fun fact, I
Who won?
Tanisha.
So remember, they have to send it in the WhatsApp group. That's where all answers should be in the WhatsApp
Oh.
group. So Tanisha or your partner go over the WhatsApp group and send in your
I
answer with
think
your
somebody said
picture.
that Brianna sent the answer in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, and guys, remember you also have to send proof of the download to win.
Brianna.
Brianna,
Brianna, we don't
find
that's not do
somebody
Brianna.
in the house. Find somebody in the house with a digital phone and go download the app. What are you doing, Brianna?
No wonder why she never knows that the app is a digital app. We're talking about this.
That's why sis. That's why sis said WhatsApp. I want to beat Brianna.
So Tanisha,
Tanisha
you
ran
still have a
over.
chance. Just whoa,
Mm-hmm.
Tanisha came
Look at
through.
Tanisha. Okay.
Tanisha came through.
And Sherwin, we still don't see your picture for Game Nation in Sherwin. Where you going with?
You know, it's a fun fact. I've never used that app before,
I use it to put on my plan. I
and
use it
I
to check my
know
credit. I use it to top up my phone.
my
Yeah.
mother though. She uses it a lot, like a lot, and I think I was one who introduced her to the app because of FMA.
No, no man, Brianna. Thank you for that laugh because don't sound that.
All right, so we have two winners. We have Tanisha and we have Sherwin. I see that you guys like credit because the others don't, and that's fine. So clue five. Whoa. They
I know
provide the
this.
best coverage of news Finally, we can confident in something. They provide the best coverage of news, sports, entertainment, lifestyle, business community, and events. So let's go again. They provide the best coverage of news, sports, entertainment, lifestyle, business, community, and events. Which app is this?
You're not gonna shame again, Tammy, right?
Hopefully,
Shame
we're
not
gonna
gonna kill you.
share. I don't think
Shame
I.
not kill you. Shame not gonna kill you. I was sure not going with. Yes, I was sure over here,
I listen.
say.
Our friends are colleague. I listen. Just come in my DM later. We can talk.
What
Which
you
app
what
is this?
you so
HBO Max.
I saw I saw Abby Tanisha. You and Brianna while like up in our room and get some beat me, see?
Primetime
Come here.
news. Wow.
What Brianna? Brianna.
I didn't know primetime news
More
had
until
that.
Brianna forgot sleeping up because Brianna is joking.
No, I didn't know primetime news had an app. Like, where was I?
One Spot Media, you can go One Spot Media and
Yeah,
watch
but she
news.
said primetime news. And One Spot Media
Crazy.
isn't digital owned, by the way. It's TVJ owned, I believe.
Right? It is.
But
From
yeah,
Brianna, the key term here is Digicel. The key term, Digicel.
maybe because study my apps them. I
No
have
one laugh,
homework to
I
do,
can't
guys.
laugh because no man Brianna. Brianna will kill me. Come guys, you have to know this one, man.
Do you
And
see
you
the
always,
places
if
in the
you have a
group?
digital phone,
Now your place is share with message in the group.
Sherwin, please. Oh my god, why will I kill me off today? Why will I kill me off?
What's Max? Alison. Alison. You can go to the answers answer slide, please.
What is going on?
Good, I'm correct.
I
Whoa,
was
Tanisha
correct
kind of
because I
frightened
was
me just now.
sports marxist.
She frightened me because me I say, did I get it wrong again?
So this is
But
actually a fun game. I think this is a fun game to learn our digital apps. So Brianna, take notes, study like you're studying for an exam. And don't come back with no prime time news on WhatsApp. Come here, go beat you.
Loop is a very interesting app. It's very interesting. That's where my aunt gets her news from. She love
Yeah,
Loop.
because you just be there and you just see it coming on your phone. It's
Yeah,
really
it's a
good
very
too.
interesting app. Fun fact: I be introducing persons to these app, and I'm not using them; they are using it.
I use them. I use them. Not all, but most.
I don't. So
What you know. Anyways, clue 6. Stream live games, check the latest stories, or watch full games, highlights, reviews, and much more with the best Caribbean sports broadcaster.
Tanisha, your time
If
to
you
shine
have
again.
this one, just send back that screenshot and tell us what it is. Or the answer is
Tanisha was ahead of us. She was ahead of us. Like she started this one before she started the previous one.
and you have to sign into the app. Don't forget that you have to sign into the app. Don't just download it and delete it. You want to see you download it, sign in and take a screenshot of when you have logged into the app.
You can resend it, Tanisha. You can resend it because they did kind of wrong. So you have to send it now to be right.
So text in the WhatsApp group Sports Max and send that screenshot.
And we have a winner. We do
There
have
you
a
go,
winner.
Tanisha. Tanisha always on the ball almost every week, never miss. Brianna said, "Oh my God, Loop." Brianna, you learned today. You learned today. I listen to that no sound safe in the time.
Brenna said we need a flow segment. Brenna what?
Brianna, go and
Brenna
go
what?
sleep. No, go and go
Brenna what?
sleep. Listen, I've been telling her to go to sleep, because right now, Brianna make me want to find her and give her a cup of beating.
Exactly.
No,
Somebody
Brianna,
my boss.
me and you, Brianna is not friend. Get somebody else to do it. Somebody else.
Exactly,
We're
Brianna.
not gonna
Exactly,
do it.
Abigail. Abigail is someone else my boss. No, yes, son. No, yes, sir, Brianna. Not here. Exactly. You know, so the shirt. I mean, I think it's big enough. I don't know.
No, sir. I've been so very disrespectful. And there you go,
Thank you,
Tanisha.
Tanisha.
The
What you
answer
say,
is
word?
Fort Max.
Tennis. How is my head blocking?
So thank you guys for playing with. This was so exciting. I really love this
It was
game.
fun. It was
It
fun.
was. It was.
But money, at least when you send me that slide, that thing here, someone can study up them and know them.
Yes, we need to send the up in. We need to send this slide in the group. I listen. But like people like Brianna, yeah, Brianna needs to sit and study for the exam
Yup.
like yesterday, right? All right. So that was so exciting. Like that really broke the ice, no doubt. Um, so let me just confirm. So Tamia, what is it that is in the media that you wanted to talk about for today?
Wow.
Is there anything exciting?
I don't think we
Anything
had a
exciting?
meeting. I'm trying to remember. I don't think we had a meeting after it happened. But Rihanna, Super Bowl,
Oh, the Super Bowl. Yes, we did not have a meeting.
Super Bowl. Oh,
I did not
what
get
are
to
your
watch it the
thoughts?
night, but I watched it on Apple Music the day after, and I really enjoyed it. I was in the house cleaning. I may have sing like some media concert. But then the reveal, which I wasn't expecting. I did not expect that. My mother was like, "They shouldn't just have a baby other day." I'm like,
Exactly.
"Yo,
I mean,
she have one
but
now." Like,
I believe after the performance, she posted something on IG and she was like, "Both of my babies were in this picture and I had no idea." And I'm like,
she said what?
she said both of her babies were in the photo
Mm-hmm.
and she had no idea.
Oh, so I guess she was probably pregnant and she didn't know.
Yeah, but whoa. I mean,
So,
she
what
her
was your thoughts
performance.
on it?
What, the pregnancy or the performance?
Both.
As it relates to the performance, I loved it. My favorite part was when she was singing the Cameroon Boy Boy song and she had her Anna as a tail. I love that part. Like I watched it so many
Oh, when she
times.
went around and she was like,
Yeah, I loved it.
I
I loved
remember
it
that.
so much. And
There's a lot of thoughts on that though.
mhm. And the memes that follows the whole she and the person scrolling, dancers scrolling behind her. Those memes are so hilarious.
There is one that I'll have to tell you off air. But they even made the one with they made one with ASAP with him, an old picture with him and his hero. I guess was probably Silk first, and he had
Yeah,
his nephew, I believe, and then the new picture with him that they did for I think it was for British Vogue, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, I saw that photo.
Yeah, that so they were saying, "Oh, hey, Candice,
Hi.
hi."
It's been a long time since I'm here, but I'm
Yes,
here.
you're here. You're in the house.
Here. You want to hear my views though? I
Yes,
love
I
it.
want to.
People were on Twitter saying that comparing to the Rihanna that they knew, it was
Mm-hmm.
underwhelming. But you have to
You
know
have
that
to
the lady's
understand, right?
pregnant. The lady's pregnant.
She did perform because even if you see if she never like me never see the reveal, I wouldn't even know because she was still performing. And
Yeah, because at
Yeah,
she
she
one
is like
did.
too
point
much
I was
feet in
like
the
to my
air, bro.
friend. At one point I was like to my friend, "She pregnant? Or are the baby fat?" Oh it go.
So question: do you
But
guys
even after
think?
she had the baby, it was not like that. So I knew from the get go that oh yeah man, she pregnant.
Do you guys think she's going to like retire now that she's going to have two kids, or there's still hope
What?
of her releasing the album?
I think there's still hope, but there's a lot of comments of people are like, oh yeah, ASAP did it. We're not getting another album. They're like ASAP did it. We're not getting another album. But I
I feel
think
like
there
her
is hope.
supporters they need to like understand that she's human and she maybe want to be a mother, start her family, and she's pretty much given us over like what 10, 15 years of her career to us, like
She
so we
has a
just need to
business,
respect the
makeup to
The
all
memory.
these
lady in her bag
moi.
now, cause see, in the
Exactly.
same performance, she used her makeup and like
People were talking
sales
about
skyrocketed.
Rihanna doing her makeup. Like, bro, that is product placement. Like, what are you
That's
talking about? She's using
marketing.
her brain.
That's
She's using
marketing.
her brain. She's definitely using her brain with that one.
Yeah,
But I
the
love the
lady's smart.
performance.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the fanciest makeup?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Tell me you really sit down and
You
ask
come,
that? You're
tell me
coming
you come
like
like Brianna.
Brie. You're coming
You
like
come like
Brianna,
Brianna, right?
Bobo. Come on,
It happened
Tamia.
so fast. It happened so fast. I was like,
It was fun. Because I remember there was this interview with her, like somebody asked her, is she looking to have children? And she was like, yeah, when I'm a billionaire, sis is a billionaire.
Here.
She's reproducing now because she's a billionaire. Like, who would not? She wants to have a family as
The lady
well.
make sure says she in her bag before. Because even though she is that girl, she still have to make
yeah.
sure that she have the money to
Right?
finance her children.
So, question: do you guys think that this pregnancy was planned, or it was like, "Oop, I'm pregnant"?
I thought it was, for some reason, I don't know why I thought it was planned.
The lady
Because
want two under
the
two.
lineup is
I
just so,
always, I always hear them
Two
say that
under
people
two.
trying to have your kids like close so they can grow as twins. I don't know if that was like intention, or they just do what needs to be done and something happens. Or I don't really want to know if it's a planned pregnancy or a pregnancy that okay.
I mean, it's possible because it all came into, like, everything just came into one. The reveal on the stage. That was just
Yeah.
like, I'm like, all right, this plan. This was planned. And they were saying that ASAP looked like a proud dad. Like, while watching Reed, he was there videoing,
I
and
mean,
like,
who wouldn't
you
be?
know, he's
I
so
would
Yes,
be.
who
proud.
I would
wouldn't
be.
be? Who wouldn't
It
be?
was
Who
so
But
wouldn't be?
amazing.
on the same topic though, you guys saw that when she posted her son on Instagram with the same Vogue magazine thingy, and she called her son fine, and then people were under the comments roasting her like, what are
People
you
are on
Yeah,
Twitter
and
doing
that?
all of that
in that very
crazy
same
stuff.
caption, she was
And
like, "My
yes,
son is fine. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care." And I'm like, okay.
but what's
I
your
know. I
thoughts?
would
Should
care.
it? Yeah, it's a son.
It's.
It's a
I mean,
son. But
it's my son. It's my son. If I want to say my son is fine, it's not like I'm sexualizing it. It's my son. If my son is fine, my son is fine. That's just it. So I agree with Reed saying she doesn't care. I
I
mean,
think
I don't
people I
know.
think people like to pick a problem out of something that's not supposed to be a problem. That's just me.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the fact that she
Sometimes you just
introduced
have
it
to
to the
mind your
media,
business.
she had to like be mindful that they're gonna critique it and be like, oh. So you have to be open to those
I
stuff.
mean, at the end of the day, though, as you said before, she's just human, and people make mistakes, and people use different terms in certain scenarios, and then might not. She probably never even think about it, like, oh, they're gonna judge me. But it is what it is. But it was a great performance. Everything is lovely, and Ree is doing it. She's a it girl, like you said, and that's just that.
She did it,
That's on
like
period.
always. She
Period.
did it.
All right, thank you so much for coming on screen with us, Candice. We loved having you here for Let's Talk. So, Tamir, we're now going to go into our session of introducing our guest speaker for this week. Excitement,
Yay.
excitement. We had on Instagram where you had to guess who our guest speaker was for this week. So, our guest speaker for this week brings content to life. Bringing content to life is his cornerstone of everything he does. So once he has a camera in his hand, that is what he strives for. He is a highly motivated, resourceful, and goal oriented creator with an inspired interest and working knowledge of risk management and overall wealth creation. He's an avid sportsman and an entrepreneur with a record of excellence in leadership, management, discipline, and teamwork. He is he is desirous of visualizing and realizing his true potential as well as that of others. His journey to the content creation industry began years ago as a graphic designer and eventually he transitioned over to photography. Now he prides himself as an experienced and passionate cinema, cinematographer with extensive industry experience, training, and proven success in cine. I'm not sure if I'm calling the word properly. Forgive me. Cinematography. He has garnered sufficient experience and oversight of all aspects of film production, including camera lens, choice camera manipulation, lighting, choice, setting design, and much more. He offers a distinct ability to collaborate effectively with others and prioritize the goals of film efficiency. He has partnered with brands such as Dream Jamaica, Pulse World 360, Red Stripe, and many more that we can name, and even your favorite KFC. So, welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Peter Pedro Thomas.
Ooh.
Hi. I don't know if you guys hearing me.
Yes, we
We're
are hearing
here.
you
So guys,
perfectly.
you can just fire up the chat.
Welcome.
Hi. So how much first is supposed to just to tell you guys?
So, we are on screen. We are the host for today, and we also have our members in the chat.
Oh, in the
So,
chat. Okay.
everyone is viewing you. Yes, they're here viewing and responding in the chat.
Okay, no problem. I don't know. I never know that the introduction was so long. I'm like,
It
damn.
was a
It was
beautiful
a good one. It was a
introduction.
good one.
Thanks. It took a while to actually create, because I'm like, yo, there's so much things. Like, where do I start? You get me? I got help
Right.
in order to do that introduction. To be honest, so it's not me alone.
All right, the floor is yours.
No, I'm just trying to figure out like is this like a Q&A, or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like somebody asks questions and then I just answer it. So the screen, my screen is here and my camera is here. So uh, if somebody asks a question, I'm going to shift to the left to look at the question.
So you're able to present with us, and then our members will ask you questions, and then we will ask you the questions that they have posed in the comment section.
Okay, hold on. Uh, so I realized the question. Well, the main thing that you guys wanted to find out was so is this like it? Hmm. The thing that I realized that as relates to like marketing your own brand it's pretty easy because like I love what I do, so it comes off so easy. So even I reach out, well, even when clients reach out to me, it's like I know what to say, I know what to do, but nevertheless, it wasn't a easy road for me. You get me? Because like when I sit down and talk to people and say, yo, some used to sell belt downtown. I'm say what? I'm say yeah, man. Used to sell belt downtown, man. Like pan King Street. I'm say yeah, man. But I don't know, like when you're young and I start to try start out certain stuff and I try make. Well, it was just to send myself. I send me for buy a shoes to go high school. Is it me? So it's like, yo, pride got the best of me when I was younger. You get me. So I would. It's actually when I finished high school, finish evening class, and then when I was at age 23, I actually had an idea of what I wanted to do. Right. So all started out as relates to like trying to find the niche. It took me like COVID to find the niche that I really wanted to be in, because like what I used to do photo manipulation, put myself with celebrities and stuff like that. And then outside of putting myself with celebrity, I wasn't making money from that. You get me? So it's like, yo, all right, what's next? Then I started photography, then cinematography, right? But I never like photos for me wasn't really working out, to be honest. And then I left from doing photos to video. That's when I found that video thing actually worked for me, because when everybody did lucky, right, in COVID time, I was actually outside. Well, I wasn't at work at the time when I used to do 9 to 5, so I was actually outside. So I started creating some like travel content. You get me? So after started creating some travel content, um, Visit Jamaica reached out to me. I'm like, damn, this is a big brand. Okay. Yo, Pedro, we love what you're doing. So we'd like to work on you on a special project and stuff like that. I'm like, so for me, I will always tell a person that whatever you're doing as it relates to social media, post, share what you want to attract, right? Because like if you, for example, if you're a swimwear a person who creates swimwear stuff, right? And you want to attract like plus size people, you create the plus size stuff, right? And also create like stuff that can fit other persons. But for me, when it comes down to, I want to attract more travel clients, right? And then when it comes on to weddings, I want to attract a certain type of clients when it comes on to wedding. So like it's not easy, because at the end of the day, not everybody is going to be true to you, because like for me, when I just started out doing photography, like I tell you the truth, we used to get like 3,500 for just take a look a picture. You see me? And then looking at where I started now, and then I'm like, yo, when I can charge a client like say, yo, 250,000, 350,000, 100,000 for just a job.
Oh.
I'm like, look at that stretch. Like, yeah, look at that stretch. But and then it's so funny. Like I always tell people, say, yo, it's always best to to try to dig into other stuff. Don't just dwell on one thing. You get me? Because like as I said, the KFC commercial. I at first when somebody when they reach out to me, I'm like, I thought I was going to be the one who's going to shoot it, but that wasn't the case. Instead, they reach out to me to be the main lead. I'm like, damn, that's not bad. And then imagine somebody just paying you just to stand up, look amazing, and just eat free KFC. Even though I never did too, like the fact that I never getting a barbecue is even strictly original. So that was the thing. But that was a really weird experience for me, because like I'm normally the one who's behind the camera, and then being in front of the camera is like, damn, this feels so weird. And then when I see the entire camera setup, I'm like, yo, I like what it looks like, and I like how this look, and I like how that look. So like, yo, I always tell people a bag of different stuff, but one of the main thing is you have to just do it. Nobody else are not gonna do it for you. You see me, you have to just do it. That's just how I pray. You see me,
So
so
question, has it always been a passion like photography, or it's something you just like develop as you go along?
I would say develop as I go along, because like remember, graphic design started like this. Photo manipulation is like, okay, so I take a photo, I try to blend myself with a character such as Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, any top celebrity, right? So I try to blend it as good as possible. But back then I used to use my Samsung, right? And I'm like, yo, I wanted the quality to be a bit better, so I bought my first camera, and then I still tried, and people start like it, and that's how I kind of build a brand per se back then. Because back then I used to call myself Spell Check Media, like that's an old name, you see me, because I never really did find myself, right? Because I did quite a few rebranding, to be honest, like delete stuff off of my Instagram and say, yo, I'm gonna start over, and then the name Boy Pedro came about like a couple years ago, and I'm like, Peter, Pedro, that's in Spanish. Interesting. And then boy, people normally just not even thinking about it, just say, oh, hey boy, this, hey boy, that. and actually put your name in the box. I'm like, yo, I'm just working at it short and easy of a call. You see me? So even if you're American, because even when Americans call my name, what's that boy Pedro? I'm like, say them, I almost get it. You see me? So it wasn't really my first passion. It wasn't really my first passion to be honest, because like to be honest, I tell you the truth. I wanted to be a computer engineer, but that never worked out at all. I wanted to go to college, you see me, you are Utech, but that never worked out at all. That wasn't my destiny to be honest. And
Question. May I ask you, Mr. Pedro, in regards to it not being a destiny, when did you realize that you would not have been happy doing that or
when
going
when
to
I when
university?
what?
When did you realize that you would not have been happy with the first career thought that you had?
Just to be honest, it just never worked because I'm like, yo, I have to go to college to do all this. I'm like, yo, this seem like something where I love it, but it's not a love where I'm going to be dedicated towards it because yo, loving it is one thing, but to actually to actually push yourself to try and get it, that wasn't it. You get me? That wasn't it. Yo, I almost going to the army, I tell you the truth. I almost going to the army, and the it is so crazy where, for example, I did I did sign up for the army, right? And then I go, fail, go again, fail again, and then but it go again and I wait for a response, and then it's like the January when I just I got a 9 to 5 job, right, doing content creation, but I wasn't really at my peak. You get me? I'm still not at my peak, and the army called me and said, "Yo, the more of a do our recruitment thing, so we have to go in and do the test and all and stuff like that." Man, I mean, if you have to cut me here again, I have to go cut me here. I said, nah, that not got me. And then I run it by my boss. Now my boss say, yo, Pedro, do you really want to be in the army? I'm like, nah. Someone never did follow up on the army thing. So imagine, say, yo, I just started that work in January, and then by between January and February, I obtained a visa, right? Working at that place, and then within mid February, I was in Amsterdam. That's the first time traveling, right? I'm like, yo, imagine if me did actually go into the army. More did the right? That's all right, no? You see me? Like, I go Amsterdam and feast my eyes on all these wonderfulness that I'm missing out. Meanwhile, I'm in Jamaica, right? I'm like, damn, yo. Sometimes if I just think about the longer picture, it's like, don't just think no, like say, yo, if me do this, because at the end of the day, all I wanted to do when I go into the army is just money. I just wanted to go in there for money. But when you have a passion, right? Money work doesn't seem like work to me because even enough time mother them say, yo, yeah, work hard. I said, nah, man, nah, work hard, man. The man them will lift the bag of cement, them on the 100 block. Them man they work hard. You see me? So that's why even for me, I make sure I said to myself, say, oh, so left my 9 to 5 job in COVID, and I never look back. I said, nah, man, nah, I got that at all.
Yeah.
You
They
see me?
always say you must do what you love because when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So I guess you can say that's true.
Yeah, because I said, so it feel like I'm like, yo, when I see people but when back then I see people have certain type of things, I'm like, yo, when we can't afford that, when we can't afford this, yo, when this, when that, I'm like, yo, we used to ride bike in a community. Yo, when we used to ride bike, when they say, oh, car expensive, I'm look back at it now, I say, oh, it was just an experience.
Mm.
To me, it was just an experience. That's how I just love what you do. Yes. Don't get demotivated by others. You get me? Don't make somebody say, oh, that's not a real work. See me? Because like, it wasn't a real work mode there, that's right now.
What's one of the biggest challenge you face doing it?
Biggest challenge?
Yeah.
Why? It's a lot, I tell you the truth. It's not just one. Because the biggest, so I'm gonna give you a real scenario, right? One of my biggest challenge was actually leaving my 9 to 5 job, right? Because it's like, if you know, say, yo, every month somebody I gonna give you this, right? And then you get $10 every month, and you sure say I get that $10 every month, and then you go walk life that $10 every month for depend upon somebody if you actually reach out to you for give you $10 or more. Is it me? So the same month I'm left the 95, like some left the 95 January, the 7th, the 14th, I got called by a Red Stripe. You see me? And then them say, oh, they wanted a photographer. Because when we did in my 95, I also, you see me, I do most same thing. Because I always tell people this, if you did a 95, don't just depend on the 95 work alone. You see me? So outside that 95, I'm still try to build my name. Then the first time I'm gonna get called by Red Stripe, they all them want a photo shoot. I'm like, all right. You know, this seemed like a big thing. And they are shit. Me, I say, oh, what kind of price? But they have to quote them. Remember the exact figure. It was 285,000 long they charge them. That's the biggest me ever get from a job. Not tell you the truth. Is it me? And at the 95, they even make 150 a month, 1 month. You know, remember, pray this. You know, listen. One day, 285,000. 1 month, 110,000. 1 month, like gives me that's 4 weeks. So I'm like, yo, Jaja. That's when I said they make the deposit, I say, yo, all right, we can do this. And then after that Red Stripe job, I got another job, and that next job was like a next big money. I'm like, shit. Now, man, outside nice, man. That's why when I'm say outside nice, man. Is it me? That's why I always tell people say, oh, no matter where they always try, even if you do a 95 and it work out for you, but always try make money outside of that, man. I always try to do something else, because like, what happen if redundancy is a thing, what me if that happened to you? What me if like you're back there against the wall? What me if this? What me if that? What me if you have to start over? You have to think about all of that. Like, I always tell people, because don't get me wrong, because somebody reach out, somebody attacked me one time, and I say, yo, and everybody I got in 95, but I understand that. You see me? But all I'm saying, at the end of the day, if you find yourself in a 95, always try and make money outside, because you have to think about the future, like what happens if, you see me? So,
and sometimes being in a 9 to 5, you're pretty much stagnant. Like you'll be working at a particular organization for years, and you look here and achieve nothing.
I will tell you,
Like
man,
there's nothing to show.
real talk, man. I tell something, and if I like, I get calls like, yo, Pedro, someone me something that work. Yo, Pedro, I'm like, tell me that work. I'm like, damn. So like that leaving the 95 was one of the biggest challenge, right? Like one of the biggest challenge. I'm like, yo, once you turn your head, go back, That I'm gonna say that to myself, because like the place I used to work, them normally like every January, them normally I don't remember the word right now. Them normally like the boss will call people in the office and say, yo, how was last year for you? Blah blah blah. Do you still want to be here? The year before that, I say, yeah, man, not a problem. And then the year when he marks that one left, the man say, yo, yeah, man, you have exceeded your speed limit here. Yeah, man, I'll do this again. I'm like, they did it for the first couple days. I say, oh, that's it. Because even then, if I make sure, say, oh, I'm make sure to tell you this. Whenever you're going to work for somebody, or in a company, always try to obtain something from them. Nobody just go in there and come out same way as how you left. Is it me?
Yeah, don't pour into them. Ensure that they are pouring into you in a sense as well.
I will tell them, man, because I'm going to go there now. Make sure I'm going there. Make sure buy my car, I'm gonna go there. I make sure so I get a visa, I'm gonna go there, so I can travel anytime ready. Then when I left with nothing. That means I'm done with the work. When I'm done, whenever anything should happen, I say, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna feel like I'm waste my time. You see me? So it's just like, no matter which part of the day, even if you had to look at hustle part inside, and for example, like if you have the hustle on the side and a clothes and a like you build you make clothes and them something on the side, isn't me? But it's still there, you're 95. Even if it's a case where you use the money where I make from the 95 to buy a one machine for make the clothes, you have a next machine you can build up and buy the machine them when you want to make the clothes them. And at the end of the day, if you should leave the 95 and you say, oh, some buy this from the from working there. So that means that you have your tools and ready. So it doesn't make sense. You're gonna leave the company, or if you should, them fire and shit like that. And then when you're done, you don't have nothing for sure of it. That makes sense. Yeah, waste time, man. Yeah, waste time.
So you said you have traveled before. Have you ever worked with like international brands?
Well, let me say international brands, but not overseas, to be honest. Because like international brands will like send me stuff because I do a lot of camera stuff for my YouTube channel. So them like send me like this mic that you're seeing right now. Yeah, they sent it to me. And mostly like just mostly camera stuff, to be honest. So it's not really work per se, like work for them and get paid and stuff like that. For me, it's like getting paid indirectly. So like when them send me them camera stuff here, and like when I finish with them, I don't send them back because I get to keep them. If I feel for sell them, I'll sell them. But like these are like the international brands I'm not actually work with. But I've done worked overseas before because I've been to quite a few countries and I still need to go somewhere because like jobs I did a job for Visit Barbados. You get me? Yeah, that was a nice vibe because like that because I can do so much underwater activities as well. I went and swim with some turtles. I'm like, yo, that was amazing. You get me? I went in a submarine. Yo, just because of how I align my brand, like
Yeah.
getting jobs, doing those type of stuff overseas, just give me a different vibe. Just give me a different vibe. But as relates to working with international brands, yeah, but them just not normally just send me items that's actually cost and that I actually want.
That's nice. As it relates to your content, like what inspires your aesthetic?
What?
Inspires your aesthetics?
Um, for me, it's not. I don't think locally. Yeah, I don't think locally. I try to think beyond Jamaica, beyond the Caribbean, because like, um, I don't want to just reach local brands. You get me? I want to reach like brands overseas. Like there's this company that I really really want to work with, and that's beautiful destinations. You get me? Because I'm like, yo, that just seems like a company that just needs my content. You get me? So um yeah, so that's basically it. That's basically it, to be honest.
Also, it's like your target audience in a sense.
The target audience always.
Well, nice. So we have some questions for you in the chat. Someone was asking, hold on. Or someone says, what is, I don't know if I can pronounce that word, cinematography, and what drives your passion in that aspect of content creation?
Okay. Movies. Like I want to shoot a short film this year. So movies, like watching a movie. And let me tell you this: you see, a lot of the movies them that you guys are watching, enough mistake making at them here. Let's making of that. So
Such as what? Such as mistakes, such as.
okay, so I was watching a movie last night called Knock on. Hold on. I'm like, yo, I'm pull it up and I'm like, why the person are crying now and then them not crying the next time? Like that don't make no sense. Because like I like to watch horror movies as well. Yeah, it's called Knock at the Cabin. So watch it. So when I watch movies, I look at how the movie is graded. I listen to the sound. I look at the actors. You get me, the lighting, and try to assume what type of try to assume what type of camera they're using and all those type of stuff. Like for me, I see the world in movement. I don't see the world like still. So I see the world in movement. So like if I'm going anywhere, like my eyes are always all over the place. My brain is always working like, that's a nice spot to shoot. That's a nice part. Like I like to do stuff where it's unusual at times when actually make the effort to do it. You get me? Because I'm like, yo, I love to see things in motion, especially when I was watching Black Panther. When I say, because like a lot of person don't know this, but you see the camera when the camera was first created, it wasn't created for black people. A lot of person doesn't know that. So the camera was actually created for white people, well, the lighter skin or lighter complexion, right? So when I was watching Black Panther, in order I was looking at how they color the video, the skin tone and everything. I'm like, it's so nice. Cause like as relates to a camera, when you're going to take a photo or a video or take a photo or do a video of somebody who's dark skinned compared to somebody who's light skinned, it's easier to capture somebody who's light skinned compared to somebody who's dark skinned. Because a dark skinned person, you're going to require more light, right? For a light skinned person, that's less light, right? So sitting down and watching a lot of movies with dark skin and then watch a lot of movies with different variations of skin tone. So those are the type of things that actually just drive me to actually want to do more. Yeah.
Question: how soon do you act on like an idea? So like if you're at home and you have an idea, like a flaming idea, how soon you act on it?
Um. Well, to be honest, the camera that I'm shooting on right now actually is supposed to do a video about it because I recently got it. Right, this is the biggest purchase I've ever made in my life as relates to a camera. So I want to do some videos on it. So it's like I go on YouTube or go on TikTok or Instagram and look for like, how can I do this? And then I have something that I need to start on is called creating a shot. Like I'll watch a movie and say, how can I recreate that scene? So that's the whole idea that's the whole thing that's going to start though. So it's like for me, inspiration comes about in all manner of ways. Like even if I hear a soundtrack, I'm like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. So yeah, I'm always inspired.
So, I have a next question in the chat. So somebody's asking. So apparently this person, they watched your live with Lucy Berry. Not sure what that live is about. What that live was about, and they said that he helped you overcome your weirdness for just talking to the
In front
camera.
of the camera. Yo, I tell you the truth. Like the first time to start YouTube, be a be a foolishness music talk. Like I couldn't talk so fluent, lone garbage music talk. Like I'll make one sentence and just start a shake and I
Was it
try
a case where you felt like you were not the best at articulating, or it was a case where you were nervous?
both, both, both. I'm telling you, both. Like I'm saying, like is it? This is for me. You know, like I like to talk in person. So that's why when you said that's why when I heard it was like an online thing, I'm like, damn, I wish it was in person. You get me? Because
Yeah.
like it's easier to articulate myself when I'm in person, so you guys can actually see and feel what I'm saying. You get me? So like being in front of a camera, like talking to nobody's there, so that's the whole entire vibe. So that's the thing. And then when Dr. Bear reach link me and say, "Oh, Pedro, just be you," and then I'm like, okay, might as well I'm gonna try this. Don't try and be I I I I don't want to be a meme, right? So I rather to just get whatever I'm saying, I just say it good. So I'll try to pre-record what I'm going to say in my head, and then I just get it out there, and then okay, that's just it.
Okay. Understandable. Um. Okay. So my next question for you: what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Hmm, that's a, that's a tough question. Um, is this question generally or is as relates to like I don't know, is this a general question?
I would like to assume it is, but Cheyenne, you can let us know if it's a general question or you're directing it towards something in particular.
Yeah, because like
Mhm.
when it comes down to the work, there's always a strength and weakness when it comes down to the work. So I don't know if this is a general question or just
I'm assuming it is relating to the work.
okay. So strength and weakness as relates to the work, right? If you guys ever heard the saying, you should what's the name? Someone that's sweet and labor. I don't remember the name. Someone
Oh,
that's
I think I know what you're talking about.
what's that?
I think this, I
I
think
think I
it was
know
said
what.
it's monetary gifting or gift sweetened labor.
Yeah. So like for me, that's one of my strengths, right? So like if somebody actually like them a go book me for a job, you get me, and then them actually say, oh, yeah, well, I give you a deposit. That's a nice vibe. That's a nice vibe and energy for me. But one of my weakness now and then feeling so lost and like what am I do is when a potential client ghosts me. So that's one of my weak point, right? So it's like I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like you sit down and talk to the client, bum 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 bum, and then boom, seeing for like a couple months, I'm like, damn. So like the fact that you're talking to somebody and them just them see what you say, them hear what you say, and them not respond. That's one of my weakness. Isn't it like that? That just make me feel don't like even feel away, but yo, it's just part of the business. Isn't me? It's just part of the business. Yeah, that's part of the business for me.
I know you had mentioned earlier in regards to the pricing, how you price your work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you started pricing, you left your 9 to 5 and you got serious with what you're doing now. How did you know where should I start pricing from instead of now pricing from 3,500 to pricing 200,000 and so forth?
Okay, to be honest, when I left the 95, I never know nothing about pricing. So this is my recommendation to everybody who you just start out something and you don't know how to price stuff. I I find it very easy now. So what I want to do was raise the pricing, right? So I'll go online. So I go online and say, okay, what's the cost to? It's like say, what's the cost to shoot something? What's the cost to make this? What's the cost to do that? What's the cost for a portrait session? So I go online, look at the prices that I see online. I'm like, it's not look too bad. And then also that sometimes people detail say, oh, you get this X amount of time and X amount of photos, X amount of this. I'm like, okay, so a portrait session that I see somebody do is like for 200 and so X 200 and so I'm like, that's not bad. I can't work with that for 1 hour. So finding pricing now is very easy. But back then, nobody never want to tell you no, like pin someone say, oh, like, how much you charge? Like, yo, can't tell nothing. I'm like, yo, the industry just weird because people don't really talk about money, pricing to be
I was
exact.
just about to ask that if you like keep up with your competitors in a sense where you see what their content
Nah,
they're
nah,
offering.
nah, nah. I don't have time for that. Yo,
No,
I pretty
I
think.
mean you can get ideas from them and you can like tweak
No,
those
no, 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 no,
ideas.
not even that. Because most of the time, even my one friend them say them can't book me because them can't afford it. I'm like, all right, no problem. You see me? Ma look funny like this. If somebody link you for a job and them say, oh, you're too expensive, look at it like this. I'm not too expensive. You just can't afford me. You see me? I'm not in your ballpark. You see me? So you have to find somebody in your ballpark. So that's how I look at it. So I don't look at other people's pricing like how do you nah, I don't have time for that. That's like me trying to that's like me being KFC and Burger King. No, the two of them still make crazy money same way. But no said the price them not gonna change. You see me?
Yeah.
Them price not gonna change, just gonna go up. You see me? So that's and then how I look at things like how I look at things now. So every year I increase the price. So I don't bring the same price that I have last year. Last year and this year price are two different price. So that's all I do. And then I always try to invest. So let me give you a quick breakdown. So this camera right here. All right. So this camera right here, it costs just the camera alone. It costs $1,200 US, right? So break it down like this. Transport, you have to look at it. Transportation, the time. Did you pay for the software that you use to edit? You know, your knowledge and all of that. That's how I sit down and actually put those things a part of the pricing. So each time I do a job, I look at the transportation. I look at like the time it take to edit. You see me? It's like your words. It's like you sitting down and looking at okay, is this worth my time? So that's how I look at it. I've shortchanged myself quite a few times before, but that's just part of the game. It's just part of the game.
Yeah, I know other photographers who said when they started the pricing was not it, and they believe that they were not charging for the quality work that they were putting out. So as you said, it's a part of the game. Another question that I want to ask you, you said that the industry is a bit selfish when it comes down to networking, and it's very funny. Do you try to practice partnering with other people within the field?
Only people that I'm close with. If I'm not really, because to be honest, it's like sometimes I get a lot of DMs, right? And some of the DMs, them people actually can go online and find answers for themselves. So it's like spoon feeding is not really my thing. You get me? So like if you send me a message and then okay, I'm like I probably you probably won't even probably I can assist with this, but it's not everybody actually try and assist with like right because like as relates to that me trying to reach out to someone like I I try myself not to be like a groupie. You see me? Because like some people that's not real. This is just me being honest. Some people that's not real. You see me? So the when I actually stick to my circle, I'm okay with my circle. So if I see somebody new pops up in the picture, I'm like, interesting. I look at them work and say, oh, this is really nice work. But I try not to feel um less of a creative because people are reach out to them, people are respond to them photos and posts and stuff like that. So I love for just stay in my lane. No, I'm tell the truth. It work out better for me. So just stay in my lane. Easy me. Just stay in my lane.
Have you ever like considered like mentoring upcoming content creators or guiding them?
Yeah, but I realize that um most of the younger generations that I've encountered, them can't really take them. They can't really tell them nothing. To be
Yeah.
honest,
They know it all.
yeah, them know it all. So I'm like,
Right?
I see. It's so funny. Usain Bolt mention something like that, and man say, yo, you know why I don't really try to talk to people on tracks because it was like, yo, them no want listen to you because them know everything already. You see me? I'm like, yo, Bolt, that real talk. Help me out. Me, I will see somebody I fail. I know some reach out to them before, and I'm still a fail. I'm say, okay, you know, you just do your own thing, man. Yeah, that's a your lane. That's a your lane. So that's why I say, yo, it all depends. If Missy say, if Missy say, and then again, people still act weird over social media because you might see something on social media, but that's just not it until you actually meet the person. Because like, enough time I say, I'm probably try help other person, but help on me that probably help them. Them probably I got to know it all. I mean, not like that because like I listen, as old as I am and as experienced that I am, as the experience that I have, the experience that I have, I still try and listen to other people, even younger than me, who just start out. Is it me? Because it doesn't make sense. It become I can't know it all, and it doesn't make sense. So just I tell, and you not listen. Is it me?
Right.
So that are the thing for me.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough.
So Candy said you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink it, and I agree.
All the time, all the time.
So I'm looking to
Okay, so
see any
someone is
more comments.
asking, Mr. Pedro, if you do podcast, you do podcast or no?
If I do podcast,
Yeah.
um, I've been thinking about it, but actually, I actually have some. I have a video series going on called the Creative Block, spelled with a K, the Creative Block, and it's actually go to other creatives and do a little. I would call it a podcast, right? But it's just that I haven't really put out anymore for a while because I'm actually trying to just finish edit them up. So it's like going to other creatives and talking to them about what's going on in the industry, how them feel, like pricing and stuff like that. What enough other people don't want to hear about. Like instead of just hearing it from me. So I have something like a podcast. So I would say yeah.
Okay.
So guys, the creative block. So another question that I would want to ask in regards to you said you have creative block and you're doing that right now. You would say it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Editing. How long is editing for you, and how challenging is editing?
Um, editing for me it all depends on the project. If it's a photo, I already have a process, right? So um, I can edit fast. The reason being for that, because like if this is something that you do continuously, it doesn't make sense. You don't have a workflow for it. You get me? It doesn't make sense, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a like work a workflow for me is like come in, organize the files, and then I know how I want the footage to look most of the time when I'm shooting. So when I'm even while I'm shooting, I have an idea of how I want the photo or video to look. So that means when I'm in the editing space, it's quite easy. You get me? Because I'm like, okay, this is how it is laid out in my head. This is how I want the footage to look. So it's very easy. It doesn't take long, but there's no real estimated time in it. You get me? It all depends on my mood as well. So if my mood say, yo, you don't want to do any photos today, you don't want to do any video today, no editing today, then I have to just work with my mood. Cause sometimes I have a wedding. I did a wedding at a place called Patu Castle, a beautiful place. First time doing that a wedding there, and I want to edit the video like a movie when I finish. But in my head, I'm not going to just go ahead and do it now because like my mind isn't wrapped around it yet. So when I settle my brain and say, yo, I'm gonna get up and start edit, that's it. Start. So I don't just get up and say, I just edit. I have to just think about what I want to do and how I want to do it, and then I edit. Yeah, that's it. Mute your mic
You're
is.
muted, Tamia.
If I want to bring my content to you, will you be able to edit it or no?
No, I don't practice myself to do that. Yeah, I don't practice myself to that. And most of the time when people bring content to me to edit, and then when I quote them the price, I'm like, I'll get back to you. I'm like, okay, no problem.
And they don't get back to you.
Nah, I don't pay it in the mind because I love to edit what I shoot because I know what I shoot and I know how I want it to look.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with branding, right? Do you encourage or do you always encourage others to always have a watermark on their product? So you say you do weddings, even for the videos, do you always have something that would say boy Pedro did the shoot or no?
Nah, but then I used to slap a watermark on it. I'm like, really? At the end of the day, if somebody take a picture like I don't even like to see watermark on photos. And then if someone take,
Likewise.
if I take a picture with somebody and I put the watermark at the little corner or something, like, man, them can easily crop it out. Like you waste your time, just put the watermark there. Man, them can easily crop it out. So what? Like I don't know. Like I just can't see myself doing the watermark thing anymore. Like that's
I
just
feel like it's tacky. To me, it's tacky. I don't like to see it either.
Yeah, I think it just takes away the essence from the photograph, like what you're exactly looking at, and it just sit over there like, why make it so big or why put it
yeah.
there?
Another thing, like even if to the person who's putting the watermark, it looks small to them, and probably to somebody else it look too big,
They
and
look
probably to
big.
somebody else, why you put the watermark? I'm like, nah. I'm like, I just do my thing. If I do my thing in a way where this is what it looks like, and this is what I want it to look like. So if you want to if it and run away with it, you can go on. Because at the end of the day, me know so I still might something. But
Right.
the only thing is just that smaller companies that big companies them can't that a big risk for them though.
Why is it though?
Because they can get sued. That's why it's easier to is it because if you reach out to a big company and say, yo, why is it that I see my photo being used, blah 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 blah. You can easily sue them because they might use your content, but you
So
take.
what if they use your content, but they give you credit in the comment section or the caption? Is that okay?
For me, it depends because like certain things I can't stop like that. Because like when I post some of my travel videos, I like see scroll up and get a notification such and such tag you in a comment. I'm like, oh, let me repost it. All right, no problem. There's a difference between reposting something and then using it for on a website or to
Or for
obtain
your
money.
personal brand?
Yeah, for your
Right.
personal brand. So that's just it. So I've because I remember a situation where sorry, my friend he he does weddings as well, right? And the man him taking picture and put it on one poster. I say the audacity, them out of order. And I'm like, yo, even man them attack. Everybody just link someone bridging was jumping in the comments. Yo, me send a Reggie, this not right. You have to delete it. And it did end up deleted, see me. So I have to look out. I have to look out for my friend them to it, see me.
Yeah.
And on the point that you mentioned, like it's normally the smaller business or photographers that do that with the watermark.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it as well. It's something that I realized myself. Like there's a lot of photographers that I know that the wedding and you would never see them have a watermark on it. But let's just say you're doing a photo shoot for your birthday and there's a lot of companies see it right on the person's leg, on their dress, in
I'm
the
telling you,
balloon. And I'm like, why is it
be
there
watermark. Crazy.
everywhere?
That even
Watermark.
spoils the photo. Like,
Yeah, I'm telling enough people, man, that's spoil the picture, man. The picture for me,
It
like
does.
if I know this guy named Lexan Art, right? On I'm Virgin. Like
Oh,
when you
that
see film
person.
picture, in film picture look good. Like once you see this, you know, so once you're in the industry and you see this, yo, yeah, man, I know what at this. That and that's just the vibe. You see me? So if you can leave a signature image, then it work out for you. If you can't, then I just how it is. That's just how it is. But I hate see watermarks. Like I hate it. Really hate it. Looks really tacky to me. But can't stop somebody from doing the model.
So another question that I have for you is, what is your advice to someone who is looking to start in the industry?
It's so funny that I have a video just like this. The same question on the creative block. And I did a video with Jeff Jeffrey. That's his name, yeah. That is a influencer. All
yeah,
right.
he does podcasts.
Yeah.
I was
So but when so the question where his answer was, and yeah, I would say to everybody, if you want to start, if you're upcoming and you want to start it, just start. That's all. Just start. Because if you don't do it, it not happen. You just have to start. If you never start, more there, that's some. You just have to start. You have to just do it. Do you?
But sometimes persons don't know where to start from. Like, I want to start, but from where? Like, what's the
Yeah, like
starting?
do I just start off saying, oh, I have a photography business and I'm taking photos. I do this amount for this price, or do you start taking pictures of people who you already know to put it out there in the market so people can see your work and reach out to you?
See, you know the answer, you know. See, you know the answer, man.
I actually want to go in the industry
See,
somewhere,
you know the
hopefully.
answer, man.
So
Is it? And then it's so funny. It's easy, you know, because like you must have some friends where, yo, you know, some semester start out this, and then you just go, you start take picture. Yo, me tell people this. You see your phone. This device is my number one. This is my first camera. The first camera. Like me start because the phone them nowadays are act like they want to take over my industry, but that not got me. Is it me? So it's like start text if even if you don't have a camera, start with some phone picture. Come see some say crazy phone picture where people post my Instagram like yo, it even if a phone or is a professional camera. Is it me? You have to start from somewhere. Start from somewhere, take some of your friend in picture. If not have one make up take some of your friend in picture and also the number one thing, do your research. That's another.
noted.
So now you can get some advice and some tips from Mr. Pedro.
Yes, definitely.
And guide you and stuff like that.
But I've been looking to start in the industry for some time. I just, as you said, in the research. I need to ensure that I get everything on point first.
Be not
But
gonna get
and my, I think my not everything, but I think what my struggle is the editing. That's something that is my fear.
that take time.
Editing.
Trust me, it take me about 6 years for 6 or 5 years to get editing how I like it. And I'm still in the editing process same way.
I feel like after
So
maybe about 10
learning.
years, I would give up and just like, you know what, I'm not gonna release.
Ah,
But
because
if
I
you
love it.
love it,
It's a
if
big.
you
It's
love
a
it, you're
because
not going to give up.
yeah, because I love it. I'm not going to give up.
Yeah.
And then people like somebody call me today and say, "Yo, Pedro, you know, you know, send me the look. You have something called a lookup table, right? So that's like how I color grade my video. That's how somebody say, oh, they want them video to look, they want their video to look exactly like mine. So I'm like, I can sell that look, but when the website is finished, man say, you know, sell me the look, brother. I'm like, yo, soon sell it the look, man. But it take time, isn't me? Because I actually couple like next 2 months or so I can start it. And also I planning a workshop. The studio is going to be the studio is in what's the place? The Burger King close to Sovereign. What's that place? Barbican. That's
Oh,
Barbican.
barbecue. Barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
So the studio is going to be that location. So we're actually going to we're actually going to teach people. Well, not just me alone. Actually going to teach people about photography, sound, video, and lighting. Right. So we're going to start doing classes soon as everything is finalized. So when everything finalized, then I'll actually share it on my Instagram. But we just try to make sure so we have everything in place because it's just me and a group of people. Uh, and so this is me collaborating with other people now because like everybody who is going to be on the team who is on the team makes sense, isn't me? Like I'm not going to be the only one who is giving. You get me? Everybody I give. So like that is my type of collab when everybody I give.
And it will be free or it's a
Oh,
paid workshop.
we try work out everything as well as relates to cost and them type of stuff. And
Okay.
I don't know how the owner for the studio is going to plan how he's going to plan it. So as soon as everything finalized, because the studio is in a part of the studio is still being fixed because we want to have class upstairs and downstairs. You get me? So that's the entire vibe.
It's nice.
So I'll definitely be looking out for that. And you could also, we're going to give out your Instagram page in the group so everyone's able to follow you and look out for that session. I'll be looking out for it myself. Um, So we're now going to hand over to Cheyenne if there are no more questions, and if there's nothing else from Mr. Pedro, then we can hand over to Cheyenne.
Hello, hello, hello. Wow. Hey,
Hi.
Nayoka.
Hi,
Hi.
Cheyenne.
Hi.
Hello, the Afro. Hi Pedro, thank you so much for stopping by. You know, when I saw you on Dutty Berry's live and you were so confident when you said you were shy to speak in the camera, I was like, there's no way. Thank you for
Right, right.
thank you for coming through and dropping some knowledge and letting us know exactly what it means to be a content creator. And you said you love movies. We can all agree that the movie theater is something that we will definitely enjoy, and we're looking out to see your first movie
Short,
going out there
short film.
soon. Definitely looking out to see that. To show our appreciation, there's a certificate of appreciation on screen, and we want to say thank you
Okay.
for coming out and showing off and letting us know that the 9 to 5 is not it, but it's somewhere where you can definitely start and grow from there. Thank you once more for sharing your knowledge with us.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope everybody you were taking notes and collected your gems,
Definitely.
right? Collect your gems because I did, and I'm definitely going over to fast. I'm going to fast,
But wait,
basically.
Nayoka, why are we rushing this so fast? Pedro, our birthdays are coming up, you know we need a nice little shoot. You have to give us a little, a little nice birthday. We're definitely looking for a nice percentage for our birthdays. Right now, you guys are
Yeah, we can do like a 2 for 1, like a 2 for 1 deal. If you guys can put together and this do something, can work out better for you.
You're muted, Cheyenne.
you hearing me now?
Yeah.
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, awesome. Yes, that sounds like a deal. Right, Nayoka, what we do? We taking advantage?
I hear you, friend. I hear you. We're going to look into it.
All right. Thanks once more, Pedro. It's now 4:56 on my end, and we want to say big up to all our members who showed out, asked their questions, who participated, and we know that you guys want some credit and all of that. Big up on a nice, clean self, and thank you so much for coming out another week. It's 4:57. This meeting is officially adjourned.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
You
Bye,
as well.
you.
Thank you
everybody.
for
Bye.
coming. Bye.